I've been trying to improve my mobility and flexibility since I started doing Taekwondo. It's at the age of 10. Most of the stuff, the foam rolling, the tennis balls, the stretching, the stretching machines, all that stuff, nothing's ever improved one iota of my flexibility and mobility. If anything, it's made me tighter and stiffer and more prone to injury. That all changed when I came across this supple strength idea that Paul Wade has in convict conditioning too. And now all of a sudden everything's changing. I'm getting everything that I wanted. The missing ingredient that I've discovered is, of course, tension. As I'm researching book 2 here of the Red Delta Project, tension is what makes your muscles better. Training at the end of the day is really about teaching your muscles. It's not about working your muscles. It's not about stretching your muscles. You can do anything you want to your muscle tissue and nothing is ever going to really change short of just beating it over with a hammer and causing bruising. If you want your muscles to behave or perform differently, you must teach them. And the only thing you can teach it with is tension. So in a way, teaching mobility is using tension. The way you get better mobility, better flexibility and stuff is to teach your body to have tension in those ranges of motion. I'm a big fan of this idea of things have got to change pretty quick if it's going to work. So if you're like using the foam rollers and everything and you're still tight every time you use it, we have to admit this isn't working anymore. Your tension or your stiffness and stuff should be significantly reduced by this time next week. And if it's not, and you're like, I gotta get back on the roller, I gotta stretch out again, it's not working for you. It shouldn't be a temporary result. It should be something that's building on itself and you're like Gumby by this time next year. So use movements that have a tension component. Deep squats, L holds, the trifecta in convict conditioning. Keep the muscles lightly tense when you're going through a big range of motion. That's gonna give the muscles the confidence to move through that range of motion. Because as a friend of mine once said, you don't need to stretch your joints. Your joints are as limber as the day you were born. It's the tissues around your joints that get tight. And why are they tight? They don't have tension through a big range of motion. So add the tension through a big range of motion, but don't rely on the range of motion of itself to improve your mobility and flexibility and stuff. It's the tension in that range of motion that's going to improve things for you. Let me know if you have questions below. Be fit, live free.